Welcome back. Markets this morning are higher. We got a rally underway. Take a look. Dow Industrials up 290. The Nasdaq up right now 70 points ahead of the blockbuster IPO of SpaceX coming to market today. The rocket maker offering 555.5 million shares last night, priced at $135 a piece for a whopping $75 billion, valuing the company now at $1.8 trillion. BlackRock among the institutions seeking to purchase stock. BlackRock wanted at least $5 billion worth of the stock, according to reports. Other retail investors also submitting more than $100 billion in orders. We are told the retail allocation was 20%, down from an expected 33%. Joining me now is the chairman and CEO of Voyager Technologies, Dylan Taylor, with us. And Voyager Technologies specializes in space exploration and expanding technology and infrastructure. Dylan, great to see you. I know this is your 1-year anniversary of when your company went public. Tell us about your reaction to this major IPO today and what that means for the backdrop in your industry.
Yeah, thanks, Maria. Great to be with you. Yeah, obviously the biggest IPO in the history of the capital markets really focuses people's attention on the space industry. And of course, as you mentioned, we went public a year ago, so there has been increasing interest in the industry. But I think now a broader swath of investors are taking a closer look at what the opportunities for that industry are. And, it's one of these industries, the closer you look, Maria, the more you like, because there are huge opportunities for growth, orbital data centers, return to the moon, commercial space stations and the like. So it's a super exciting day for the industry.
It is, but I want to know about Voyager Technologies. You're our U.S.-based defense and space technology company developing mission-critical systems for defense, national security, and space exploration. This IPO of SpaceX is going to impact the future of space and the industry overall as an emerging economy. So tell us about the growth and what your vision is in terms of your own company.
Yeah, so we're focused on what we call the 3 Ls, Maria, and that's low Earth orbit, or LEO, lunar, which is the moon, of course, and then Lagrange, which is really a proxy for deep space, things like Mars. Think of SpaceX as an enabler. The reason space is flourishing is we can now get hardware in orbit reliably, inexpensively, and a lot, with a higher cadence. We're actually doing orbital launch, the U.S. is, every 48 hours, roughly. That's unbelievable, and it's really SpaceX that's unlocked that. So think of them as a strategic partner for us and other companies. In fact, our commercial space station effort, Starlab, will be launched on SpaceX Starship. So yeah, it really opens up a lot of opportunities for new business plans, new hardware, and really to reimagine what the space industry can be.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Starlab. Voyager Technologies, of course, and yourself will be ringing the closing bell today at the New York Stock Exchange. Congratulations on 1 year as a public company. And, of course, you'll be ringing the bell following SpaceX's first day of trading over on the NASDAQ. But in terms of Starlab, NASA is planning to retire the International Space Station by 2030. How confident are you that Starlab will be operational on time, that, in fact, we're going to see this take place? I mean, are there execution risks that you could talk to us about?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, the ISS is aging. They're talking about deorbiting it in 2030, maybe extending that to 2032, but it's not going to be much beyond that, Maria. There is a brand new space station on orbit. The Chinese put that in place about 2.5 years ago. So we're in a space race with China. I think NASA is committed to commercial space stations being the successor to the ISS. And Starlab is one of a couple of projects that are out there competing to be that successor. I don't think it's a winner-take-all market. So I really like the design that we have put in place. I like the team we've assembled. We have partners like Airbus, Mitsubishi, and Palantir working on the project. So we're doing orbit late 2029. And assuming NASA makes a selection later this year, I feel good about that timing. And that would be in place, of course, before the ISS is due to come down. So yeah, it's exciting times. Our station is optimized for microgravity research. And, I'm often asked, why do we go to space? Like, what's the point? there are a lot of things we can do in microgravity that benefit life here directly on Earth, including biopharma, drug development, and even growing tissues in orbit. Maria, I know it sounds fanciful, but that is something that is practical when you have these large commercial space stations.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, no, we've done a lot on space here because we know that this is a national security issue. Obviously, this is where our satellites are, and whether or not adversaries want to mess with our satellites is something that we watch all the time. And I know you rang the opening bell yesterday to celebrate becoming a public defense and space technology company. We're seeing the backdrop for space really build out here, and that's a big positive as we talk so much about the competition with China. It was 1 year ago yesterday that you went public. Talk to us about the competition with China. Is this competition in space primarily commercial, or is this becoming a strategic competition?
Well, I would think it's absolutely strategic. I mean, it is the ultimate high ground, Maria. It's been said. So on the national security and defense side, I think China's posture is very much one of a military one. This is why we created, under the first Trump administration, the Space Force, and that's why the DOW spending is being reallocated in many respects towards these new entrants like ourselves, like Anduril, and focusing on the space-based domain. So we're very much in a competition with China. It's very relevant to our way of life, frankly, Maria, as you pointed out.
Of course, and Voyager, of course, signed an agreement to acquire lunar power company Astrobotic technology, supporting NASA's Artemis program. And I want to get your take on that. Why was acquiring Astrobotic so important? I mean, you've talked in the past about data centers in space, so has Elon Musk. What's the vision there, and when would you expect that?
Right. So the administration is focused on return to the moon. And Maria, when we go back to the moon, it's not just flags and footprints, it's actual infrastructure. So if you look at the types of infrastructure that we need on the moon, we need rovers, we need habitation, we need power. And to do that, you need landers. You need to bring mass to the surface of the moon. Astrobotic is a leader in that. They're a winner of the initial commercial landing program under NASA. And so we thought that was a great strategic acquisition that really completed our technology stack for returning to the moon with actual infrastructure. We're going back to the moon to stay. And, you know, the romantic notion I like to share is, you know, you're sitting on your front porch at your place wherever, the Hamptons, let's say, and you're looking at the moon, and there are lights on the moon because there are people living and working on the moon. And I think that's where we're headed.
That is just amazing. I mean, here we are approaching our 250th birthday, and it feels like we are on the doorstep of another industrial revolution, not just what President Trump is doing in terms of the supply chains and AI, but also what he's doing in terms of space. So, Dylan, we're going to be watching your business closely. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Maria. Great to be with you.
Dylan Taylor joining us, Voyager Technologies. We'll be right back.